It's the end of January 2017, it's time for a very quick workshop update. Apologies for not doing any updates in November and December last year. I've just been too busy installing our downstairs bathroom. There'll be a video about that coming in the not too distant future. So I've done a few things around the workshop. I've started the router table build, I've got some stuff for the lights coming, I've built some shelves, just a few odds and ends that I'll just quickly take you through. Some of these things, they will have full videos come in, but you know, treat this like a little sneak preview. So here's the router table build. You can see I've built the basic carcass, I've got the wheels on, I've got here is a sample drawer, that's just to test the width and stuff. I've got more drawer slides there, it's all going to be drawer slides. I've got a surprise idea for this, which I'll reveal in the main video. I obviously did something right in 2016 because I got this track saw, which replaces my old circular saw and homemade track. I have to say this, brilliant, brilliant. Buy one. If you don't have one, buy one. I mean, maybe don't buy a Festool, but yeah, get a proper track saw. It's probably not a full table saw replacement, but if you're breaking down sheet goods and stuff, yeah, it's an absolute godsend. So I've started the repair of my planer thicknesser. Yeah, there'll be a full video on that. It's completely knackered at the minute, so I'm going to have to buy some parts, probably about 200 quid's worth of parts, which that really annoys me. It's a known problem, so I don't know, I'm going to try and get the parts for free, but yeah, either way I'm going to have to get it working. So this is my most recent project, all these woodworking books that I never read. The shelves are some oak laminate flooring, which I bought many years ago when I first started doing woodworking. So and then there's just some standard shelf support things, you know the type. Yeah. So this type. But the thing I really like about this, I had this threaded bar, which I've had for years. This threaded bar, it was from a business that did a runner without paying his rent. And all I've done, as you can see, I've just drilled a hole, fed the threaded bar through, and then up at the top, I don't know if you can see that, look, there's just a single nut. And so that just feeds itself down through and acts as the side of a shelf. I think that, if I do say so myself, that is pure genius. Right, and so lastly but not leastly, we have the workshop lights. So this project is now getting really close to actually being implemented. So you can see here's my here's my benchtop power supply, and that then feeds into this, which is a little buck converter. So the power supply is set to supply 24 volts, even though the LEDs are 12 volts, and then what I do is I buck it down to 12 volts, and that feeds the LEDs strips. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I've got to get power basically right across the length of the workshop, and if I try to do that at 12 volts I'd need, you know, cable as thick as my finger, which just isn't going to happen. So if I use 24 volt supply, I can use thinner cables and I don't have to worry about the voltage drop on the cable. I can just buck it to whatever voltage I want. And what this also means is that I can buck it to exactly the voltage that I want to see on the LED. So if I want 12.5 volts, a little bit of overdriving, I'm golden. So there you go, that's what I've been up to for the last month or two. I'll sling in a couple of photos of the bathroom that I've been fitting, because I've really enjoyed laying the floor. I love building. And I think, you know, I think I've done a pretty good job. It's the first time I've done a floor and it was a bit awkward, there was no straight angles or anything, and I've had to be in there relaying some concrete floor and stuff, and a really awkward pipe run, and yeah, great, really fun job. So there's another few weeks working now, I guess, because you know the day job gets in the way a bit. But yeah, that's progressing nicely. I'm trying to push forward with the router table in particular, because I need that to build the windows for the workshop. I also need the planer thicknesser working really to build the windows. So both of those have got to be completed. But then I want to do a big series of videos on building sash windows, because there doesn't seem to be any good videos on YouTube about building sash windows, and it's really enjoyable. It's probably the most rewarding piece of woodwork I've done. So until next time, bye.